Hi and welcome to MRTV. In this video, I'm going to break the tracking of the HP Reverb G2. I want to show you how close you can get to the headset before your controllers will lose tracking. And especially I want to answer the question, can you actually play games like Pavlov or Onward where you have to bring the controllers close to your face for aiming down the sides? Now absolutely stay tuned because all of this goodness is coming up. Welcome back again here to MRTV. My name is Sebastian Ang and this channel is all about virtual reality. I'm bringing you unbiased and honest reviews of all the VR headsets, accessories, and you're getting the latest news. So if you don't want to miss any of my upcoming videos, then absolutely subscribe and click on the bell button so that you don't miss anything. Alright, let's talk about tracking on the HP Reverb G2. I've already done 2 videos about tracking on the G2 and I'm going to link one of them here right now. So you can check out that I have tried it on lots of games and I, in general, like the tracking and I believe that most people won't have any problems at all with the tracking of the G2. However, in my in-depth preview of the headset, I also told you that if you want to, you can break the tracking and also that the Rift S and the Quest tracking are actually better in volume and also you can bring the controllers closer to the headset with the Rift S and the Quest and that for the G2, this is still a little bit of a problem. In this video, I'm going to examine this a bit further. So first of all, I'm really glad that some more pre-production models of the G2 have now gone out to more people. So Tyrell Wood got one and Norm from Tested. And Norm put out a video yesterday where he talks about the G2 and in general likes it. However, there's one part where he talks about the tracking and where he also says that you cannot get as close to the headset as, for example, with the Rift S. Let's have a look at this segment together.
It definitely felt like, in terms of wide range of movement, tracking was fantastic. Unfortunately, near field tracking, moving close up to the headset, right up the headset. If you're playing a game like Pavlov or Onward, you want to hold a pistol right up. That's still, while better than the first gen Reverb, it still starts floating around and you do lose tracking. I wonder if that's something that can be improved in software, because I think Oculus, for example, has done a fantastic job on the Rift S at doing prediction. And even though they also use 2 cameras on the front for inside-out tracking, when I could move those controllers up close, it actually tracks really well. And that's just not the case here.
And I totally agree with Norm. I believe that this is the part where the inside-out tracking of the G2 definitely needs improvement as compared to the Rift S and the Quest, who totally have mastered this problem. Now, unfortunately, in Norm's footage, you couldn't see him and you couldn't see how far away actually the controller was from the headset. And therefore, this video, so all the Pavlov players and all the Onward players can actually check out how close can you get to the headset before you will lose tracking. So we're getting closer here right now and I'm making these circle movements to show you. Here I'm losing tracking and here I get it back. So it's like a few centimeters. I'm very close to the headset right now. And probably it's, I would say like 3 to 5 centimeters and then I will lose tracking. And I believe that this is a very important information that you need to know. So I would say it's around 5 centimeters and then you will lose tracking, which is around 2 inches. Now, if you lose tracking 15 centimeters in front of your headset, like 6 inches, this would probably make this unplayable, but 2 inches or 5 centimeters is a totally different thing. So it will depend on your playing style. Do you have to bring the weapon into this kind of close range to your headset, like within 2 inches range or not? So I was actually trying it out here on the shooting range for several kind of weapons, and generally speaking, I did not really have this huge of a problem, but see for yourself. So here I'm aiming down the sights of a handfire weapon, and as you can tell, I can without a problem aim down the sides. So I can see everything really clearly. We don't have any wobbling going on here, and I'm getting closer and closer now to the headset just to show you, and I was getting very close. I believe that for this kind of normal handfire weapon, you won't have any problems to aim down the side. And as you can tell, I was not bad at shooting this guy here in this moment. But let's take another weapon here, and now a two-handed weapon, and let's see how I can aim down the sights and how steady I can aim. And this was one thing that you have asked me, please. You want to see how easy it is to keep aiming down the sights instead of just like these quick shots. You want to see how steady you can hold this, and well, I believe that here you saw that you can do that. For this weapon here, for example, I didn't even need to put the controller as close to the headset that I would lose tracking, just because the weapon is simply built like that. Anyways, I'm not a weapons expert, I'm here in Germany and we have basically stopped shooting after World War II, so I was now simply trying out all these weapons and just see if I need to bring it as close to the headset so that the tracking issue would be a big problem for me. And here we go for the next weapon. So again, I want to aim down the sights and just see how far the controller actually would have to be away from the headset in order to make this happen. So as you can tell also here, I'm not getting into this 5 centimeter range, and I can without a problem aim down the sights and play Pavlov here and shoot this weapon while aiming down the sights, and I can keep aiming down the sights and there's no wobbling going on, so that is really good. Now, one thing is really important to mention. You need good lighting, as in good lighting, not too bright. It cannot be too bright. For example, if you are in a room and the direct sunlight is coming in, even with a weapon like this one, I cannot aim down the sights and, well, it will lose tracking and it will become very shaky. So that is so important to keep in mind. Like now outside it's dark in my room, so I have no problems whatsoever to aim down the sights here. Anyways, I simply want to give you as much material as possible here that you can look at, that you can analyze to find out if the tracking is good enough for you, or if you probably better go for the Valve Index with the Lighthouse tracking, or probably simply use the Valve Knuckles or the Wand controllers together with the HP Reverb G2. And as you know, I've made a video about this, how to use the Valve Index controllers together with the HP Reverb G2. I'm going to link it here right now, so absolutely check out this video. So now I was actually asked, Sebastian, can you put the controllers down in front of you on the table and have a look at it so we can check out if it's wobbling like crazy or what? Of course I can do so, and I'm actually doing this here in this video. So I'm putting down the controllers here and I'm going to set them in a way that you can see if they wobble or not, and here we go. So they are perfectly staying in the position without any kind of wobble, and I believe that's what you want to see. Here you go, you're welcome. Gotta love this channel, wouldn't you agree? If yes, give it a thumbs up. Anyways, what I would really love the Microsoft engineers to accomplish is that also with this kind of tracking, you could get closer to the headset, just like Oculus Rift S and Quest. The engineers have already achieved that, and I believe that the Microsoft engineers could also solve this problem over time. Anyways, let's get back to breaking the controller tracking, and let's aim more down the sides here now, and let's see how close we can actually get to the eye. So like here now, we should get closer to the eye, right? In order to look through the scope. And as you can tell, yep, I can get really close to the scope here. Until now, I have no problem whatsoever. And yeah, I could have even gotten closer here, still without any problems. And yeah, that was quite a good shot. Now, many people who love these kind of games, they will also use gun stocks, right? Like for example, the Force Tube, which is amazing. And especially with these kind of gun stocks, you won't have any problems at all because, well, you put the controller into the gun stock and there is enough distance. It's not going to be 5 centimeters. It is more like 10 or 15 centimeters that the controller is away, probably even more. So with these gun stocks, you also won't have any problem at all. And now here you can see how close actually my controller was to my headset, and I think that this kind of footage is really useful for you to see how close you can actually get. But this video is called Breaking the Tracking, so let's break it, let's get closer. Look how close I can get even into the scope and it would still track. So let's do this again. Let me shoot the X and No, I'm not shooting here right now. I simply wanted to show you that I can get quite close. So here now, breaking it again. Here, I was losing it. Yes. So I think this should give you like a good understanding now about the tracking and about aiming down the sights and how close you can get to the headset. And yeah, you can simply find it for yourself if this is a problem for you or not. You got all the information now in this video. So actually I should stop here now because I'm already over the magical 10 minutes mark, but you know what? Let me show you one more thing. And using the gun here and simply using it how I would use it in the actual game, aiming down the sights again. And yeah, even now with two hands. So I really don't think it's going to be a problem for you. Anyways, let's do this again here. Getting closer now. I think that is how you shoot these guns, right? If not, please do let me know down in the comment section below just how bad my shooting actually is. Alright, but that's it for this video. I really hope that this was helpful for you and that this is giving you enough footage to decide for yourself, is this tracking good enough for you or not. Give it a thumbs up if it was helpful, and of course if you've not yet subscribed to MRTV yet, then absolutely do that now and click on the bell button so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And now I'm looking forward to see you in the next episode.